What's going on, humble family? How y'all feeling, man? Pray you all are well, blessed and safe, taking care of yourselves, spreading and putting love and positivity in the air. Yes, sir. It's another beautiful day, man. Another beautiful day. The sun is rising up, man. So let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. So when we open up our eyes, man, our first thing we should be doing is talking to God and reading, whatever we planned out for the day and just getting to it, man. This video right here, man, is probably for my fellas, ladies, y'all can listen to if y'all want. But I'm going to be talking about my no-fat and semen retention journey, right? I fucked up yesterday. I'm family. I fucked up yesterday, man, and I gave into my flesh. Now, we know with the semen retention, no-fat, it comes with a lot of battles. Most battles we want to win, and some battles we wind up losing, right? Our flesh get the best of us sometimes. But I know for me, particularly in my journey right now, I've been practicing this for about 4 years now, right? So for me, I'm losing more battles for the past couple of weeks. I've been losing more battles than I won. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been winning more. It's been up and down, man. But anytime I relapse, I'm at the point now in my journey where anytime that I relapse, it's just real terrible for me, because I'm at the point now where I just need to get lust out of the equation. Like, it's not part of my journey right now. Yes, when I get to the point where I meet a woman and, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, we in love and stuff like that, yes. But for right now, in my journey, lust is not part of the equation, So especially corn, and especially masturbation. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? So that I don't want that to be a part of my journey anymore. So anytime that I fall into that, like I said, man, I just feel disappointed, not gonna lie. I feel disappointed. I know mistakes happen, I know things happen, but like I said, I feel like mine been creeping up on me more than I would like. Okay? So, like I said, I messed up yesterday. The first thing I started to think was, okay, like, something's got to give. Like, I can't keep doing this. I can't go back into this rabbit hole that I climbed out of, that God helped me out of. I can't get back into that. So what do I need to do? Because obviously I'm not doing something right. It shouldn't be a battle like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been doing this for some years now, and it shouldn't even be as much of a battle as I do. And it's going to happen sometimes, family. Attacks is going to happen like that when the devil or the enemy, whatever you want to call them, feels like you're vulnerable enough to keep attacking. Sometimes it don't matter what you're going through. You could be stressed about other stuff and stuff like that, but he know that lust will put you back in your comfort zone, will help you cope with those feelings, whatever you're coping with. So if he catches you at a vulnerable moment, best believe he's going to throw attacks in there, whatever is your weakness. So it could be lust, it could be gluttony, it could be just being lazy, procrastinating, any of these things, man. And he's just going to throw it at you. And then when it hits you, by you already letting your guard down, being vulnerable, sometimes it just make it that much more simple. Like, all right, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and rub one out. All right, you know what, I'm going to just go ahead and just break my fast and just go ahead and eat this food, and I'll start again tomorrow. Or I'm going to just put this off until tomorrow, I'm going to do it, right? Those things we don't want a part of our journey anymore. We're trying to be better. We're trying to do better in everything that we do. But like I said, man, when we're vulnerable, when we're going through stuff and we have feelings and we already in our feelings, those attacks just going to hit 10 times harder, man. And sometimes we give into it. Sometimes they get the best of us, right? But the important thing is we cannot live in that. We are not that person anymore. Okay, I'm going to say that again. We are not that person anymore. You are not a fapper. You are not a corn watcher. You are not, you're going to get to that diet. You're going to get to your goal weight. We got to believe these things, man. We got to believe these things when we say it. And just because we might have one slip up here and there doesn't mean we get back into that routine that we've been doing. Okay? But, all right, so after that and everything like that, I already knew I can't live in it. I had to do it. So I still got myself together. I still went to the gym. I still had a productive day, right? I still had a productive day. But I'm just at the point now, man, where my journey needs to evolve. My journey needs to get better. I'm tired of being in this comfort zone. Comfort zone is easy, but I'm tired of just being in it, man. And every little thing that I do, I have to be aware of that now. Everything I eat, everything I do, how I spend my time on the daily, I have to be mindful of that now, because all of that stuff takes an effect. All of that stuff takes an effect. The doom scrolling on social media, that takes effect. Because most of the time when you doom scrolling, for my fellas out here, your algorithm is probably gonna be full of women, right? Full of women doing God knows what, you know what I'm saying? But it's just gonna be full of that woman. And if you're struggling with lust, that can take a big part of you, man. So while you doom scrolling, you just seeing these women just doing this and doing that, these skits and everything like that, man. You think it's not harming you, you think it's not doing nothing, man. But over time, that lust is building up. That lust is building up. And like I said, man, and then like in a couple of days or so like that, next thing you know, you're gonna be like, damn, you're gonna start to feel some type of way, man. And I'm not saying it's all from social media or all from doom scrolling. We men at the end of the day, we're gonna get like that. But when we decide to go ahead and watch the corn, watch the websites, go ahead and rub one out. When we decide to do that, instead of transferring that energy somewhere else, like going to the gym, going for a run, working out, reading, spending time with God, when we decide to do that over spending time with God and stuff like that, that's where that dark hole starts to be formed again. That's where that dark hole starts to form again, and that's when the invites start to come again. So we got to be aware, humble family. Just be aware. Be very aware and mindful of how we're spending our time and what we are doing. Pause this real quick. And what we are doing, humble family. Okay. I really wanted to just get on here and say that, man, because like I said, man, I'm getting to the point in my journey, man, where I'm just getting tired of it, man. Every time that I slip up or stuff like that, I know you're not supposed to be hard on yourself. You're supposed to keep going and keep on and stuff like that. But for the position that I want to be in, being a leader, building a community where we help each other, where we become better, where we see where we started at the bottom and how we gradually came up by putting our trust in God and just focusing on our journey, right? For me to be in that position, I can't keep letting these little slip-ups happen like this. I can't, man. I can't keep letting slip-ups happen like this, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, humble family. When it's one slip-up, it turns to a couple of slip-ups. One slip up, and then you just do it again, and then you do it again, and then you do it again, and then you're like, all right, hold on. No, I can't. I won't, humble family. So with that being said, man, I also been seeing a lot of content lately where people are saying, stop trying to pour into others when your cup is half empty, or when your cup is not. When your cup is empty, stop trying to. You can't pour into somebody else's cup when your cup is not even full. And that is so true, man. That is so true. Yes, I love getting on here, making videos for y'all, just talking about, the good and, how we can become better and what we need to do and stuff like that. Yes, all of that works. And I mean, I stand on everything I say and I mean it. But I also feel like that I need to fill my cup up a little bit more. I need to fill my cup up a little bit more, man. Definitely need to work on myself and fill up my cup a little bit more. So I'm not saying like I'm disappearing or like I'm gonna start making videos and stuff like that, but I want to experience and enjoy my journey a little bit more. I actually want to experience and enjoy and just be aware. Awareness is so key to me right now in this journey. Awareness is so key because I just noticed, man, when I'm doing these things like scrolling or mainly just scrolling, man. When I'm scrolling on social media, man, that shit is a time buster. That shit is a time buster. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. This morning when I woke up at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. this morning, said my Lord's Prayer, and I got right on my phone and I started doom scrolling. That doom scrolling took 2 hours of my time, family. By the time I noticed, it was 6 a.m. And it wasn't just like me straight doom scrolling for 2 hours, but it was at the same time where it was like, yo, why am I still on this, yo? Like, why am I still doing this? I'm not even looking at nothing. I'm looking at the same thing. It's 4 in the morning. Nobody's posting none of that. I'm looking at the same shit. And I don't know, Humble family. It just was like, like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So I eventually snapped out of it, man, and I got myself together, and now I'm here at the gym. But it's stuff like that you just can't allow to happen. 10, 15 minutes, even 20, I probably would have been cool with. But a whole 2 hours is crazy. You know what I'm saying, Humble family? But like I said, I'm glad that I was aware of that. I'm mad that it took 2 hours for me to be aware. I wasn't even 2 hours of me being aware. It was just 2 hours until I listened to myself to get off. But awareness, man. I want to be aware of everything. So I notice when I'm doom scrolling and stuff like that, man, next thing you know, I have the urge to hop on the websites and stuff like that, man, and that comes from that social media, man. I don't know how y'all algorithm is, but I see a lot of things, man. A lot of skits from females and stuff like that. That's not what can I say? That's not really appropriate. I ain't gonna say it's not appropriate, but it's like not. It's all sexualized. There you go. It's all sexualized, man. It's all sexualized. Even if they dressing skimpy or they just talking some nonsense, man. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? And it gets to us as men. It gets to us, and no matter how much we know is bull crap and stuff like that, man, it still sounds nice and it still gets to us. But over time, man, all that shit is building up. And like I said, if you're not going to focus on getting that urge, that energy out in the gym, doing something productive, doing something towards your journey, but you decide to go into the websites and stuff like that, that's where it all goes wrong, man. That's where it can all turn around for you and go wrong. But that I ain't really say too much. I know I didn't really, Humble family. I really wanted to get on here and just tell y'all about that and tell y'all what's going on with me and my journey, man. But I definitely want to, just take some time. I'm still going to make videos here and there. I'm still going to drop content and stuff like that. I just want my content to be better. I want my content to be authentic. I want my content to speak volumes. I want somebody to look at my content, look at my videos, and be like, damn, like that brother's doing it. And if he can do it, I can do it. That's what I want y'all to get from my content. That's what I want y'all to see from my content. So in order for that to happen, I have to be on my A game. I have to be on my A game every single day. I'm sorry, every single day I have to be on my A game because I know what I want for myself. I feel like I know the purpose that God has set for me. And I cannot be a leader. I cannot be a teacher. I cannot show y'all the goodness of this journey, of this life, if I'm not fully devoted into it myself. So yeah, I just want to just take and another thing I want to say, Humble family, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself, and be patient with the things that you do in this journey. Don't rush through things just because you don't feel like doing it. Embrace it. Live in it. Stop rushing just to create yourself some free time so you can smoke. Stop rushing. Stop rushing the gym just so you can create free time to go smoke. Like I said, stop rushing whatever you're doing on your journey, whether it's drawing or whatever it is. Stop rushing through that just so you can have free time to doom scroll on social media, to see what's up with other people, to look at the websites. Stop rushing through all that. But yet, take your time. Take your time in the gym. Notice that, notice every lift that you're doing, every rep that you're doing. Notice how stronger you're becoming. Embrace whatever you're doing. Embrace it, embrace it, embrace it, and stop rushing through it. Be patient. Be patient. Take your time and love it. Learn to love it, man, because this is going to be the new route for us. This is going to be the new routine for us. We have to change our mindset. But with changing our mindset, I feel like it's the easy part. And it got hella deals over there. Changing the mindset is the easy part, but it's actually changing the routine, changing your actions, which can be tough. But that's what we gotta ask ourselves: how bad do we really want it? Because shit ain't gonna change unless you get up and wipe your ass, right? That was a Kendrick Lamar song. But shit ain't gonna change until you get up and wipe your ass. All right. So yeah, humble family, that's all I got to say, man. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for kicking it with me, rocking with me, man. And we gonna get through this, man. We gonna get through this. If you struggling on your semen retention, no fap journey, man, like I said, you gotta really be aware of how you cannot get back into that hole again. You have to really be aware. Look at your situations. Look at what you're doing on the daily. Look at reflect off of what you're doing. Anything that can trigger you leading up to watching the websites, watching, pleasuring yourself and stuff like that, man. Same thing with eating, man. You trying to cut back on fast food. You trying to eat a little bit better. You can't be sitting around on YouTube all day watching food critics, watching them scuff down McDonald's menus and KFC and the new items that's coming out. I'm guilty of it. I do it. But if I'm trying to eat better, if I'm trying to do my body better by eating right and stop and fasting and stuff like that, then I can't sit around all day looking at stuff like that. Yes, it's good from time to time. Like, I might pick a day where, I might watch a couple of videos here and there, but you cannot sit around all day, every day and just watch that shit. You can't. You have to be aware of this stuff. It's hard. It's hard because it's comfortable. It brings us entertainment. It's enjoyable to us, right? But how bad do we want to change for our purpose? How bad do we want to give up these sacrifices so God can give us the blessings that we deserve, that He's holding on for us? How bad do we want it? All right, that's all I got to say, man. I love y'all. See y'all next video. Get a workout today if y'all can, man. Get a workout in if y'all can. And make sure y'all talk to God. Make sure y'all stay prayed up. Keep smiling. Keep doing the Lord's work. And I'll holler at y'all next video. Take it easy.